Hello everyone. Welcome to today's practice. Today is Valentine's Day. A day where we recognize the love connections to our friends, our family, to special people. I want you to also recognize the love for humanity, the love for the whole world. Connecting our hearts and opening our hearts to humanity. For that, I'm reading a prayer, a prayer for humanity, and it's Dalai Lama's morning prayer. May I be a guard for those who need protection, a guide for those on the path, a boat, a raft, a bridge for those who wish to cross the flood. May I be a lamp in the darkness, a resting place for the weary, a healing medicine for all who are sick, a vase of plenty, a tree of miracles, and for the boundless multitudes of living beings, may I bring sustenance and awakening, enduring like the earth and sky, until all beings are freed from sorrow and all are awakened. Now be still for a moment and sit and open your heart to humanity. I believe that this is what is deeply asked of each of us. To open our hearts to humanity. Bring your hands to the heart, bow your head. With love and tenderness. I believe that there is an awesome human inside each of us. Now release your hands and we start practicing, doing some heart openers today. So meet me on the mat, bring 2 blocks and maybe a blanket. Thank you. So we start on our hands and knees. Do some cat and cows, warming up the spine. Take your gaze forward, keep pressing your palms firmly into the mat, knees underneath your hips. With the inhale, lift the tailbone, belly down, heart forward, shoulder heads back. Exhale, press down into the mat, rounding your spine. Inhale, lift the heart and lift your feet. Exhale, lower the feet and lift the knees, rounding your spine. Lower the knees, inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, rounding your spine, lift the knees. Again, lower the knees, lift the heart. And exhale, round. Lower the knees down, take your right leg back, press through the heel. Lift your right leg parallel to the mat. Take your left hand forward. Exhale, knee to the nose, elbow back. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale, reach. And exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Take your left arm out to the side, bend your right knee and touch your heel. Take your left hand forward again. Exhale, touch your heel, take it forward. And again, touch your heel, grab your ankle, and push your foot into your hand. Lift the heart, shoulder head, right shoulder head back. And very slowly release that leg. Take your left hand forward. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Bring your right knee in. Step your left leg back. Press through the heel. Lift the left leg parallel to the mat. Take your right hand forward. Bend your left knee. Take your right arm out to the side. Grab your ankle. Push your foot into your hand. Lift the heart. And release. Take your arm forward, leg back. Knee to the nose, elbow back. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale, extend. And exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hand down and knee down. From here, curl your toes under, spread your fingers, lift up and back, come into downward facing dog. If you need to, bend your knees here, lengthen your torso, or straighten your legs, or pedal your heels. Do whatever you need to do with your first downward facing dog. Maybe you like to come into stillness. Take 2 more breaths. Firm your legs, pull up your kneecaps. Lengthen the torso. From here, we lift the gaze and lower the right elbow, lower the left elbow, interlace your fingers here. Keep pushing your hands firmly into the mat. Lift the gaze, straighten your right arm, straighten your left arm. Lower the left elbow, lower the right elbow. Again, interlace your hands in front of you. Keep pushing your forearms firmly into the mat. Lift the gaze, straighten your left arm, straighten your right arm. Inhale, lift the heels, and exhale, lower the knees down. Walk your hands forward, lower your chin and chest. Keep your hips on top of your knees. And very slowly, lift the gaze and walk your hands back. Cross your ankles behind you and sit back. We come into bridge pose. Take your upper body down. Align your knees underneath your ankles underneath your knees. From side to side, roll the outer arms down. And we lift up 10 times. You can grab the outer edges of the mat. And we lift the pelvis, lift the chest towards the chin, chin away from the chest. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more. Lift up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Take the soles of your feet together, knees out to the side. Sway your hips from side to side. Okay, bring your knees back together. And again, we lift up. Lift the pelvis, lift the heart towards the chin. Keep pressing your feet into the mat. Bring your right knee into the chest. Straighten your right leg towards the ceiling. Bend your right knee, lower the foot down to the mat. Take your left knee in, straighten the left leg. Bend your left knee, lower it down, and exhale. Take another inhale. Interlace your hands underneath your back. Reach your knuckles towards the heels. And slowly lower down. Bring your knees into the chest. Massage your lower back. And then we rock back and forth 3 times and come up onto the hands and knees again. Take your feet back. Come forward. Take your feet back. Come forward. And one more time. Take it back. And come forward. Come up onto your hands and knees. Curl the toes under, lift up and back, come into downward facing dog. Step your feet together, take your right leg towards the sky. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose, shift forward, step your foot in between the hands. Lower the left knee down to the mat, pull your left knee, right heel towards each other. Inhale, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Keep reaching upward. Take your hands back. And then turn your left hand around. Bend your elbow. Take your right hand onto your left elbow. Take the outer arm forward, inner arm towards the head. Hand down your back. Take your right arm out to the side. Internal rotation, reach back. Grab your hand behind you. Take a belt there if you need a connection. And very slowly release your hands, take them towards the sky. Exhale, take your hands down. Heel toe your right foot over to the right. Take your left hand, press her down. Take your right foot a little bit out to the side. Bend your back knee, grab your ankle or your foot, and press your foot into your hand, away from the sit bone. Rotate the chest open. And very slowly release. Take your right hand forward, press her into the mat, lift the left knee, step your right leg back, shift forward, lower to the heights of your elbows, lower all the way down to the mat. Take your feet wide if you're a woman, pull back on the heels of the hands, lift up to a low cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Bring your feet together, curl the toes under, up and back, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg towards the ceiling. Exhale, knee to the nose, shift forward, step your foot in between the hands, lower the right knee. Make sure you have a nice distance between your right knee and left heel. Inhale, reach your arms towards the sky. Turn your right hand around, so tricep moves forward, bend your elbow, reach back. Take your left hand onto your right elbow and bring your elbow close to your head. Take your left arm out to the side, internal rotation, reach back, grab your hand behind you. May I be a bridge for everyone around you. May I be a bridge. Release your hands and inhale, hands towards the sky. Exhale, hands down. Heel toe your left foot over to the left. Take your foot out to the side. Keep planting your right hand into the mat. Bend your right knee, reach back, grab your foot, and then press your foot back into your hand. Rotate the chest open, both shoulder heads move back. And slowly release. Bring your left foot back, straighten the right, step your left leg back, lower through the heights of your elbows. Inhale, lift up to an upward dog, shoulder heads move back. And exhale, downward facing dog. Release your heels down. Inhale, lift up the heels, and exhale, lower the knees down to the mat. And we grab the blocks. We come to our camel pose today, just a little bit different than we used to do it. Roll the shoulder heads back, lift up the heart. Lift the pelvis. Take the head back if you like. Lengthen the back of the skull first so you can breathe. And very slowly come back down. And again, we lift up. Press down into the blocks, roll the shoulder heads back, lift the pelvis. Bring your chin back and lower back down. Okay, now we do a little bit a different one. We come up onto the knees, take the block in between the ankles. Feet are straight back, roll the shoulder heads back, interlace your knuckles behind you, tuck the chin down, lift up the heart towards the sky, take your fists onto the block, Keep pressing down into your fists. Draw the back of the skull back. Lift the gaze. And slowly come back. Release your hands and take a seat onto the block. Take your hands behind you, interlace your hands behind the back of the skull. Press the back of the skull into your hands. Sit up very tall, then pull forward, close your elbows in. Simultaneously, you press the back of the skull back into your hands. And gently open up. Release your hands, take them towards the sky. And exhale down. Take your block away. Spread your fingers. And again come into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up the heels. Exhale, lower the knees down to the mat. Cross your ankles behind you and sit back. We come into wheel pose. I take my head down, align the ankles underneath the knees. Take the hands behind me. Fingertips are facing forward, elbows in. Press down into your hands. Come up onto the crown of the head. And then press yourself up into wheel. Slowly come back down. Release your hands, take the soles of your feet together, sway your knees from side to side. Bring your knees back together and into the chest. Massage your lower back. Take your arms up by your side. And bring your knees over to the right side. Take your left arm, left rib cage over to the left. Inhale, come back to the center. And bring your knees over to the left side, chest over to the right. Inhale, come back to the center. Give yourself a loving hug. Massage your lower back. And then come into Shavasana. Take your feet wide, support your knees if you need to. Take your arms wider and just rest. Rest here. Your heart is open. Surrender your physical body. Come into the present moment. Where you go, that's where you are. Stay in Shavasana for 5 or 10 more minutes. I will read the prayer one more time for you while you are in Shavasana. May I be a guard for those who need protection, a guide for those on the path, a boat, a raft, a bridge for those who wish to cross the flood. May I be a lamp in the darkness, a resting place for the weary, a healing medicine for all who are sick, a vase of plenty, a tree of miracles, and for the boundless multitudes of living beings. May I bring sustenance and awakening, enduring like the earth and sky, until all beings are freed from sorrow and all are awakened. Pause the video and stay for as long as you need to. With love and tenderness. To this day, where we celebrate our hearts, our heart connection. Namaste. At the end, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.